Hi class, my name is Nicholas and today I'll be presenting a poem that I wrote, and it will be following the themes of fake image that are found in the play Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, written by Edward Albee. So this poem circles around the idea that a true person's essence is easily covered by a mask. So the mask being kind of like a fake identity, to hide who they really are. So the play reads, it's titled The Masked Man. The masked man walked up to my window, tapped the glass 3 times, and smiled. He first told me his name, which made me laugh. His mask shone a beautiful yellow. This yellow, far too pretty for a simple color. While marveling at it, it started to scream, and my ears forgot the man's name. The mask was brighter than any yellow before it. My eyes began to hurt from the mask, and I forgot the color of the man's eyes. I forgot the wrinkles on the man's cheeks. I was not certain that I had ever seen the man. My mouth, mute, drowned by the mask. I tried to speak, but words did not come out. The only sound of the most beautiful yellow could be heard. I was trying to ask the mask his name again, but he could not hear. The mask started to laugh, and with my head on his shoulder, I began to laugh as well. So yeah, that's the poem. I wrote it 2 days ago, I think. It was again, as I said at the beginning, it's about themes of how everyone kind of these days are not really themselves. They're kind of wearing a mask to hide who they are. They're wearing a mask to put up like a fake identity, one that they think is better. So in the poem it talks about the masked man. I did a couple little details in the poem, whereas there's no words in the poem that are capitalized other than words referencing the mask. So the man would normally be capitalized since the man is the man himself, but I capitalized the mask because the man is not the man is the mask. That's a little confusing, but I didn't word it the best. But so like I capitalized the masked man, I only capitalized masked. I didn't capitalize man. Smiled, it's not the man smiling, it's the mask that is smiling. If that makes sense. So I capitalized smiled, capitalized masked, yellow, color, because the mask is colored. So to go into the yellow color, I was kind of comparing it to the sun. The sun is like a very, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also it's very dangerous. The sun has like a lot of power over people, I find, and so comparing something to the sun is comparing it to like a very beautiful yet dangerous thing, in my opinion. There's probably better comparisons, but I went with the sun. So I called the mask a beautiful yellow, but the yellow was too beautiful because when you're putting on a mask, you're not really it's not something real. It's something too good to be true. So the yellow was too beautiful to be real. It was too pretty for a simple color. That's how I referred it to. So the color, I capitalized it. As color was referring more, it's too beautiful to be like a simple normal thing. So I put emphasis on color, as color is just not the word color, but color refers to far more. And so I then dive into when the mask starts to scream, and then my ears forgot the man's name. So she originally meets the man, but does not realize that she only knows the mask. So she starts to, like the speaker of the poem, starts to forget if she ever really knew the man, as the mask is so loud. By loud, I kind of used was a personification of the mask screaming. So it became so loud that her ears forgot the man's name. So she's starting to not know the man and starting to only know the mask. And then that's when I start referring, instead of at the top of the poem, I only refer to him as the masked man. But then later, after this moment, I start referring to just the mask, as there's no longer the man, it is only the mask. Oh, excuse me. So then I dive into that the mask started shining even brighter, which then blinded it. So I already talked about the ears forgetting the man's name. Now I talk about even more senses. I talk about your eyes forgetting what the man looked like. But you can't really, in this poem, she's not really forgetting anything because she never knew him in the first place. She's only known the mask. So she's forgetting, which she's kind of remembering that she never knew, in a way. So she starts, the speaker starts to go blind from the brightness, from the beauty of this mask. So it's kind of like you're getting drowned out by the fake essence of this person, and that they're kind of blinding you. So they're blinding you to the truth of who they really are by hiding under this mask. So I forgot the color of the man's eyes, I forgot the wrinkles on the man's cheeks. So it's not that she forgot them, it's that she never knew them in the first place, she's only known the mask. And then this is further exemplified when I was not certain that I had ever seen the man. My mouth mute, drowned by the mask. So her ability to realize, her ability to speak out against the fake is drowned by the illusion of the mask. So I tried to speak, but words did not come out. She again tried to express that maybe she's living in a lie, but the only sound of the most beautiful yellow could be heard. She's still distracted by how beautiful the fakeness is, even though it's fake. She may like it more than the truth. And this kind of comes to a conclusion in the last paragraph when I was trying to ask the mask his name again, but he could not hear. The mask started to laugh, and with my head on his shoulder, I began to laugh as well. So this kind of talks about how she doesn't end up caring that the person is a mask and not a real person, because it doesn't matter if it's beautiful. She kind of still liked it anyways. And to just further go into how ridiculous I found this poem was, I'm at the beginning, the fourth line of the first phrase, or I don't know what they're called, but the first paragraph thing, they start laughing right at the beginning, which kind of foreshadows it's kind of ridiculous. It shows it's kind of a ridiculous nature how society these days, everyone's just wearing masks. So I thought it was funny. So I make the characters laugh, the speaker and the masked man laugh at the beginning, and then again at the end to confirm just how the ridiculous nature, the absurd nature of the poem. I just make them laugh again. So the masked man started to laugh, and then I started to laugh. The speaker of the poem started to laugh. So that's the poem. I liked it. It was there's probably some stuff that could be changed. Again, it's one of my first poems. So any comments, recommendations, kindly accept. And on that note, thank you very much for listening to this presentation. Probably no one clicked on the presentations, but if you did, thanks for sticking around, and thanks for listening, Dr. Anna Siggs. Have a good day, everyone.